Boston Red Sox. Welcome to cloud-covered Fenway Park. It's Game 3 of the three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, a long day of baseball yesterday that turned into today. The Red Sox and Yankees meeting, always long affairs, but a day-night doubleheader, both going into extra innings yesterday. And the game notes brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. We take a look at those two games. They combined to take 8 hours and 18 minutes. There were a total of 775 pitches thrown in the game by 22 different pitchers, 11 for each team. Two teams went a combined 10 for 67 with runners in scoring position. The Yankees were 4 for 37 on the day. Team stranded a combined 50 runners, and Robinson Cano, the star of the day, reaching base 9 of 11 plate appearances. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, as we look back at the 2010 campaign for the Red Sox, injuries played a very big part.
There's no question about that, Don, and that's not making excuses. You know, who would have known what would have happened with this ball club had they been able to stay healthy all season long? They might be right there today with Tampa Bay and New York fighting for the division lead, but it's been a very difficult and trying season for the Boston Red Sox, and they've got an awful lot of work to do in the offseason. In 3 or 4 hours, this ballpark will close down. It'll shut down and won't lighten up again until next spring.
Well, the Red Sox today send John Lackey to the mound as they wrap up this series against the New York Yankees. Lackey looking for his 14th win of the year. We're back with the first pitch from Fenway right after this. New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Ford dealers, and by Taco Bell. Hey, good afternoon once again, everybody, and welcome back to Fenway Park for the final time of 2010 as the Red Sox take the field this afternoon under cloudy skies. The lights are on here at Fenway Park. And as the Red Sox take the field to check out the visiting New York Yankees starting 9. Brett Gardner leads it off. He is in center field with Derek Jeter at shortstop batting second. Mark Teixeira at first base bats third with Alex Rodriguez at third base in the cleanup spot. Robinson Cano is the DH. What a day he had yesterday. Nick Swisher is in right field batting sixth. Jorge Posada does the catching. Marcus Timms in left field bats eighth. And Ramiro Pena at second base bats ninth. On the mound today for the Red Sox, John Lackey making his 33rd start of the year, looking for his 14th win. He's 13-11 with a 4.47 earned run average. Opponents hitting at .280 against John Lackey. And last time out against the White Sox, a no decision in a 6-inning effort, giving up 3 hits and only 2 runs, but the bullpen allowed single runs in the 7th, 8th, and 9th and cost him his 14th win.
The Red Sox defense this afternoon, they're 12th in the league. There'll be Bill Hall at third base, Jed Lowry the shortstop, Eric Patterson at second, and Lars Anderson the first baseman. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Ryan Kalish, and J.D. Drew, and Jason Veritek doing the catching for John Lackey.
Umpiring crew today, Brian Runge has the play calling the balls and strikes. Jerry Lane, the crew chief at first base, Mike Winters at second base, and Hunter Wintelstead is the umpire at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
A cool day here at 57 degrees. Quite frankly, it feels colder than that. Wind from left to right at 13 miles per hour and sometimes in. Mostly cloudy at the moment here at Fenway. The lights are on. And Brett Gardner ready to get it started here for New York. As first place on the line for the Yankees and the division title here today with the Tampa Bay Rays finishing up their series and the regular season with Kansas City at Kansas City. And the first pitch of this one from Lackey is in there for strike one, and we're underway.
Little change in that Yankee lineup today with Gardner leading off and Jeter hitting second.
Gardner at .275 with 5 homers and 47 runs batted in. Now we saw the speed of Gardner and how he can change a game at times as he stole 3 bases in last night's nightcap. And if he gets on, it's trouble. It certainly presents a much different looking look to the Yankees starting 9 as they prepare for the postseason. You wonder if this will be the way that they look on Wednesday when they get it started.
Yeah, 47 steals on the season for Brett Gardner.
This is the 25th time that Gardner has led off compared to the 137 that Jeter has led off. A foul off to the left, and the count is 1-2. They're the only 2 guys who have led off all season for the Yankees. It would be Gardner or Jeter. The 1-2 is in there for strike 3. And Brett Gardner strikes out to begin the day.
Lackey goes to the breaking ball to pick up the first out of the day. Outside corner with the curveball to pick up the strikeout.
And all season long in the dugout, Dusty Pedroia has been somewhat of a problem or a pest to Terry Francona. He's got the number 28. Joe Girardi's number in the back of him, and
doesn't even know it.
Doesn't know it. So 1 down in the inning as Terry Francona's season comes to an end today. There's Derek Jeter opposite field and put a typical Jeter base hit opposite way. And he's aboard with 1 down here in the first.
Inside out swing by Derek Jeter, gets the fastball from John Lackey and moves it to the opposite field. His hands come inside the baseball and he's able to put it on a line in right field for the base hit. Came into the game a .320 hitter against John Lackey.
So 1 down, Jeter at first and Mark Teixeira the batter. Teixeira hitting at .258 to start the day with 33 home runs and 108 runs batted in. And it's in there for strike 1-1. Outside, ball 2-2-1. Mark Teixeira, one of 8 major leaguers with at least 100 runs and 100 RBIs this season. One of 3 major leaguers, along with Alex Rodriguez and Albert Pujols, to reach 30 home runs and 100 RBIs in each of the last 7 seasons. And he taps one foul as the count evens at 2-2.
That's Teixeira, another guy that's good numbers against Lackey. 377 with a couple of career home runs.
A-Rod waiting on deck. 1 out, 1 on here in the first inning. And Teixeira late in the cut, fouls it off down the third baseline. A protective swing. 2-2. Teixeira had a 3 home run game here at Fenway Park back on May the 8th. Swing and a foul tip, and it's held on to by Jason Varitek. Strikeout number 2 for Lackey, 2 down in the first inning.
Got 2 strikeouts for John, 1 on a curveball. This the sinking fastball from Lackey to pick up the strikeout on Teixeira.
2 down here in the first inning. Alex Rodriguez, part of our key matchup, brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Just a 167 average against Lackey, but he does have 4 home runs. 23 strikeouts in 54 at-bats against Lackey. Overall, a .270 hitter in 2010, 30 home runs, and 124 runs batted in. Swing and a miss late on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-2.
Once again, Lackey hitting the corner, the outside corner this time to A-Rod.
Rodriguez trying to hold up. Looked like he did, and the ball in the dirt that Varitek knocks down, and it's 1-2.
Good job of blocking the ball there by Jason Varitek, keeping Jeter at first base.
Swing and a miss, elevates and strikes him out on the fastball. Strikes out the side. Red Sox are coming up. Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Well, Jerry, the show is going to be over after today for quite a while.
Yeah, well, we thank you for enjoying the show.
And hopefully many more as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless here as the Yankees retired in the first as Blackie struck out the side. Eric Patterson stands in and takes a strike over the outside corner. It is Justin Mosley on the mound today for New York as he makes his 16th appearance, 9th start of the year, 4-3 record, 4.77 ERA. The 0-1 is hit down the right field line, foul for Patterson. Patterson at .217, 6 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Leading off today and at second base for the Red Sox. Outside for ball 1-1-2. Jed Lowry waiting on deck, then J.D. Drew here in the first. As Patterson takes it inside, 2-2.
Was Patterson the hero in game 2 last night? Base hit up the middle to drive in the winning run. I think
this is one sent down the left field line, foul. 2-2 the count.
Am I correct, though?
I think so, yeah. When you said it, I remembered it.
It was very late last night.
Finally, they put an end. Oh, no, they haven't. Never mind. 2-2 pitch is in there for strike 3. Patterson is gone. First out here in the first inning as we check out the rest of the Red Sox starting lineup. Brought to you by New England Chevy Dealers. We've seen Eric Patterson. He's at second base. Jed Lowry at shortstop. That's second with J.D. Drew in right. David Ortiz is the DH. With Bill Hall at third base. Brian Kalish is in center field. Jason Varitek doing the catching today, batting seventh. Daniel Nava in left field eighth. And Lars Anderson at first base, bats ninth. Here is Jed Lowry, who takes a strike over the inside corner.
The two-seam fastball of Patterson starts it inside and then it picks up the inside corner for the strikeout.
Lowry takes strike 2. Didn't like it, and it's 0-2. Played in both games of the day-night doubleheader last night. Was 2 for 5 and 280 season for Lowry. 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. His 20th start of the year at shortstop. First began the year on the DL with mononucleosis, activated and started at shortstop on July the 21st at Oakland. And his first major league action since October of 09. 1-2 is turned on foul, and it hangs at 1-2. That's 15 games for Jed and finishing out the season very well. Lowry against right-handed pitching, hitting at 237, 338 against lefties. As this one misses for ball 2, 2-2. He's had a good season series against New York, hitting at 409 against New York. It's outside, ball 3, full count.
Back-to-back changeups by Mosley, and neither one of them tempting for Lowry to chase. Well down and out of the strike zone.
Ball 4, and he works the walk with 1 out in the inning.
Let's take a look at the Yankee defense here, the best in the American League. Alex Rodriguez at third base, Derek Jeter, the shortstop. Ramiro Pena, the second baseman. Mark Teixeira at first. Left to right, Marcus Timms, Brett Gardner, and Nick Swisher, and Jorge Posada doing the catching for Mosley.
a season high 4 miscues in the game last night for New York, and 3 coming in 1 inning. Jed Lowry's at first here, 1 out, and J.D. Drew the batter. Drew takes a pitch high for ball 1. 1 for 5 in the day-night doubleheader for the Red Sox yesterday. A couple home runs in the last 5 games for J.D. Drew, who now has 21 in the year, 66 runs batted in. And a pop-up foul ground. Rodriguez giving chase, and that'll end up on the dugout roof. And ball 1 strike to J.D. Drew. Fouls another one off to the left and out of play.
I'd say the players on both sides have to be a little weary today after the long, long day of baseball yesterday that ended up very late at night. And back early today for this day game.
1-2 pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2. Fourth straight season that J.D. Drew will have ended up in the 60s in RBIs. 64, 64, and 68 in the first 3 years, and here he is at 66 starting today. And the third time in the last 3 years he's had at least 120 hits. Along the 21 home runs this year as he lays off the 2-2, and it's a full count. Mosley, who struck out Patterson, has now had back-to-back full counts to Lowry and Drew. As Big Papi waits on deck here in the first inning. Runner goes. Drew hits a high drive to right. Swisher going back, looking up. It is gone. 2-run home run for J.D. Drew, his 22nd home run of the year. And the Red Sox jump out to the 2-0 lead in the first inning.
Well, J.D. jumps on a fastball from Mosley right down the middle of the plate and hooks it for the Red Sox bullpen for the home run. That ball hit very well, too, against the wind.
So a 2-0 Red Sox lead here out of the gate in the first. As David Ortiz is coming up. Red Sox DH at 266, 32 home runs, 102 runs batted in. Pitch in there for strike 1. David Ortiz's son, D'Angelo, throwing out the first pitch here today at Fenway Park to his dad. As part of the last day of 2010. A bad throw. David takes strike 2, and it's 0-2. Hanging around for the ball game as well. No 2-pitch on the ground, just serves it against the shift and into left. A single for David Ortiz aboard here in the first inning.
Nobody in that area, of course. They put the shift on David Ortiz. He just reaches out and taps one down that third base line. Look at all that open space. A-Rod playing shortstop like he used to.
So 1 out, Ortiz at first base, held on by Teixeira as Bill Hall stands in. Getting the start at third base, sitting at 249, 18 homers and 46 runs batted in. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and in.
This is just the 5th game that he started at third base this year. Actually, his 2nd game that he started at third base, 5th game that he's appeared in at third base. And of course, third base, for the most part, has been handled on an everyday basis by the same guy, Adrian Beltre. Pitch outside, and the count 1-1 to Bill Hall. In the dirt. Mosley struck out Patterson to begin the inning. He walks Lowry, the 2-run home run by Drew. And then the single for David Ortiz. So 1 out runner at first base. And a count of 2-1 to Bill Hall. In there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Sun making an appearance through the clouds here, and there's somewhat of a shadow making its way towards home plate. Breeze on a cool day from Fenway Park, the final day of the 2010 regular season. Broken bat, the liner to short. Jeter's got it and fakes towards first, but there's 2 down in the inning. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to the Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. So 2 down here in the first inning. 2 runs in. Ortiz at first. There's Ryan Kalish. Kalish takes strike 1.
Nice to see the sun coming out. I wish the wind had shifted around the other way. It's messing up my toupee.
But it's staying on, though. That's the important thing. So far, it's been tested and it's hanging in.
It's chilly when that wind blowing in here from center field, doesn't it?
Yes. Messes up papers. It's terrible. But the moss is intact.
So far.
The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Kalish yesterday playing in both games of the day-nighter, 2 for 4 altogether. A couple of walks, a stolen base. Moving on a 1-2. On the ground right side. Diving is Teixeira. Robs him of a hit and ends the inning. Nice play by the Gold Glove first baseman. 2-run home run for Drew. A 2-0 Red Sox lead. Prague, Czech Republic. For more information and game times, visit NESN.com/Bruins. NESN's coverage of the Bruins in Prague is presented by AT&T. Top half of the second inning, thanks to a 2-run shot by J.D. Drew. Red Sox have a 2-0 advantage as Robinson Cano leads it off here in the second. Well, the DH today after a fabulous day yesterday for New York, both ends of the doubleheader. Put on quite a show. 320 average on the year, 29 homers, and 108 runs batted in. All Cano did was reach base safely in 9 of 11 appearances yesterday.
That's amazing.
It had New York's only home run. Which was fouled off to the left. And we look back to yesterday and we highlighted a lot of the numbers from yesterday's total, but worth revisiting again as you see Cano's numbers in yesterday's affair. 6 for 8, 2 doubles, a home run. The number of chances amazing for both teams, especially the Yankees. They were 10 for 67 with runners in scoring position. Lowry's up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 down. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don, this will be Mike Lowell's last major league game as the 13-year veteran is retiring. Now, he was honored prior to yesterday's game, and afterwards he shared a conversation he had with his son.
My son looked at me when they were doing the video and he said, "Dad, are you really the greatest baseball player in the whole world?" And I wanted to look at him straight face and say, "Yes, I am." But since I was mic'd up, it might come off a little bit. I said, "No, I'm just a baseball player." And he goes, "But everyone's kind of acting like you're the greatest in the whole world." And I'm like, keep that thought.
well, Lowell nearly hit a homer in his final at-bat yesterday, settling for a double instead as he went 2 for 2 with 2 RBI, a walk, and a run scored. He received a number of huge ovations from the Fenway faithful as they remembered what an integral role he played as MVP of the 2007 World Series and what an outstanding player, teammate, and member of this Boston community Lowell has been. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much for a special ceremony and moment for a special guy. As this one is sent out to deep right field for Swisher, and that ball's in the pen. Nick Swisher's 29th home run cuts the Red Sox lead in half, just like that. And it's now 2-1. 29th round tripper of the year for Nick Swisher.
Swisher has not had a lot of success against Lackey, but he does here. He gets a breaking ball from John and puts it out in the Red Sox bullpen. Stays back nicely on that curveball. That's the second career home run he's had off Lackey.
Well, it equals his total from last year. Second highest total of his career as Posada stands in and takes ball 1. Swisher hit 35 home runs, his career high in 2006 in that game as a member of the Oakland A's. Posada takes a strike, and it's 1-1. 250, 18 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Anyway, back to the Yankees. A hit here or there yesterday, and it could have been a much different affair for New York as they were 4 for 37 with runners in scoring position on the day. The two teams had plenty of chances, 10 for 67 combined. So liner to Patterson is the second out of the inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And John Lackey striking out the side in the first inning. A curveball to Gardner, a fastball to Teixeira, and a fastball to Rodriguez.
Lackey has 2 outs here in the second inning for Marcus Thames. Hauled off to the right, now to play. Tim's part of the tandem with Lance Berkman, solidifying the DH role for the Yankees for the most part, although today, with Cano being used as a DH, Tim's getting the start in left field. And it is Curtis Granderson who has a day off today, with Brett Gardner moving from left to center. left, and this will get in. And to the track and the wall. Nava back to play it, quickly gets it in and holds Timms to a long single. With 2 outs here in the second inning.
Now Timms gets his arms extended here. This ball away from Marcus Timms, but he hooks it. Not a bad pitch by Lackey. It's a little bit on the outside part of the plate, but he hooks it right down that left field corner, or left field toward the scoreboard, and has himself a long single.
Well, that base hit, Timms hitting at 292, a career high for him. His previous high had been 256. Long time Detroit Tiger. So 2 down, aboard at first base, and Ramiro Pena getting the start at second base today. Robinson Cano, the DH for New York. As Pena slices it foul off to the left. 232 average, no homers, 18 runs batted in for Pena. He's a 9th inning defensive replacement. And the nightcap of the day-night doubleheader did not bat at any point yesterday. Now on the ground at Lowry at shortstop. He'll go the easy way to second to conclude the second inning. Solo shot from Nick Swisher. Yankees are on the board. It's 2-1 Boston at the end of an inning and a half.
Of it all.
2-1 Red Sox on top of the Yankees. It's on to the bottom of the second inning. The captain of the Boston Red Sox, Jason Varitek, getting the start today in the final game of the regular season. And he was talking a little bit about it on the last road trip as the Red Sox were in Chicago. Will this be the last game for Jason Varitek in a Red Sox uniform?
My gut feeling tells me he'll be back again as a backup catcher. That's just my personal feeling.
When you look at it, he really, he wondered how it would work coming into the season. And before he got injured, he was really flourishing in that role. As this one is out to left center field, hooking away, and in for a base hit. Brett Gardner to his right to play it on a hop, and Varitek's aboard. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, as you guys were just talking about, this could very well be Jason Varitek's final game in a Red Sox uniform. His contract is up after this season, but he has expressed a desire to return and really embrace that role as a backup this season. I asked him over his 13-year career with Boston what his most memorable moment is.
It's the last out, in St. Louis and winning that championship. People never understand unless you've been here during and seeing what had gone on here before, to break through that for, Red Sox Nation, for the fan base there, for our organization, to break through and to finally win that championship was about as relieving as anything and enjoyable.
The Sox catching position is really up in the air for next season. They know they will have Jared Saltalamacchia back, but Varitek and Victor Martinez contracts are both up. It will be interesting to see how this offseason plays out. Varitek told me today he can see himself playing anywhere from 2 to 4 more years in that reserve role. Don, Jerry?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. As he has reached here with a base hit in the second inning. And I had a feeling, knowing that was going to be the answer from Jason Varitek when asked what his favorite memory was here looking back over the course of his career. Anybody who's on that team and spent time on that team leading up to that moment meant a lot. It meant a lot certainly for so many before him, as you know better than anybody, Jerry, that so many Red Sox players who've gone through so much as part of that 86-year period without that championship.
Exactly, and that's what players play for, and they've been so long around here, and to be able to do it the way that they did it was just incredible. And that's one of my fondest memories of the Red Sox.
And this is a one hopper to short. Jeter will go to second for one. On to first, it's 2, and there's 2 down in the second inning as Nava grounds into the 6-4-3.
Ball hit very well by Daniel Nava, but Jeter there to make the play. The shuffle pass to second base. And Mero Pena comes across the bag to complete the double play.
2 down here in the second inning, and Lars Anderson, the batter, batting out of the number 9 spot. Anderson at 212, no homers, and 3 runs batted in. In there for strike 1. Yeah, a lot really hinges on the Victor Martinez decision and what happens during the offseason. I wonder if when free agency comes calling, who else will be calling, and years and money and everything else. Victor has put up some great numbers when healthy here, without a doubt, especially at the end of the year. And if you're the Red Sox, hard to really tell what you saw from Jared Saltalamacchia. Did you see enough to really get a feel for what he could be?
I didn't.
No. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this offseason. Will there be somebody else out there that the Red Sox are interested in as far as catching goes, as this one is grounded foul?
Now, there should be, we say this every year, but I mean, there really should be no shortage of hot stove entertainment this offseason because of all the decisions you talked about, Don. They've got many, many to make, free agent-wise, players coming back from injuries.
And that, without doubt, is also part of the story during the offseason, how those injuries heal.
Exactly.
And when can guys start working out? And will they have regular offseasons? That was the whole idea of Dustin Pedroia's surgery when it was to have him ready for December 1st to start his normal offseason program. The question is, will that happen? And we won't know until the offseason and when spring training rolls around in Fort Myers. And Euclid's in the same boat. As Anderson waiting on a 2-2. It's outside, ball 3, full count. Now, one thing is for sure, too, you take a look at this year, the Red Sox have had so many of their players come up. It's had a chance for scouts to see a lot of the Red Sox organization. You wonder if some of those guys will be parted with now, since they have been seen at the major league level, and whether there'll be trades during the offseason that include some of the young guys that we have seen this year have a chance to play at the major league level.
I don't know exactly how they work that, but there's probably a list that this guy, this list here is untouchable.
Right.
If this deal comes up, this is a possibility. Other guys, yes, we would definitely make this move. So.
But different in other years in that you're guessing on potential.
Right.
From a scout standpoint, this year you've seen them at the major league level because of all the injuries to the regulars. It is Pena in short right who makes the catch and ends the inning. We played 2. It's 2-1 Red Sox. see it to believe it. It's tonight at 8 on an all-new Charlie Moore Outdoors. Well, the sun has joined us here at Fenway Park. Light's still on here at Fenway as we move along to the third inning. And it's Brett Gardner to lead it off. Struck out in the first inning, one of 3 Ks. John Lackey struck outside in the first. As Gardner takes strike one. Lackey surrendering a solo home run to Nick Swisher in the second inning, providing the Yankees run.
Well, they're underway in Kansas City. Tampa, Kansas City, no score after 1 inning there. That's the game the Yankees will be watching.
In the dirt, and it's 1-2. The Yankees win today and Tampa Bay wins. Then Tampa Bay able to win the division by virtue of the season series. The Yankees win and Tampa Bay wins. As this one is chopped by the mound towards second base. Patterson on the run and in time able to get Gardner. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, wants you to know what healthy means to you. Send a picture of you doing your healthy activity. Find details at bidnc.org/healthyis. One out here in the third inning for Derek Jeter. Single to right field in the first inning. There's strike one to Jeter. Yankees with 3 hits in the game. Jeter's got one of them, his single in opposite field, base hit to right. Tried to hold up, but did not. According to home plate umpire Brian Runge, and it's 0-2. And the 40th pitch of the day thrown by John Lackey. This will be the 4th time Derek Jeter has finished a year under 300 in his career as he swings and misses. As the 4th strikeout victim of the day for John Lackey. 2 down here in the third inning.
After breaking balls early in the count, Lackey goes back to that fastball on the outside corner to pick up the strikeout against Jeter. Remember, it was an inside fastball and he hit for a base hit back in the first inning. Two down for Mark Teixeira. He struck out in the first. Turns on this to right. It's falling fast. Drew coming in. Will make. No, he will drop it. And Teixeira heads for second base. He got there, tried to make the basket catch, and looked like at the last second couldn't come up with it. All season long, J.D. Drew has gone in the outfield without making an error. This will probably be his first. He just misjudged that. Thought he had the glove in the right spot and did not. His first in 183 games. As he is charged with the error in right field. So a tying run and scoring position for New York now with 2 outs in the inning. And you got to deal with Alex Rodriguez, who struck out swinging in the first inning. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Did he go? No, says Jerry Lane, the crew chief. Rod ranking 6th on baseball's all-time list with 614 home runs.
And it's 1-2, 13 straight seasons with at least 30 home runs.
Once again, Lackey going back to the fastball, kind of ties up Alex Rodriguez with the fastball up and in.
One-two pitch to A-Rod. In the dirt, and Veritek able to smother it. No advance for Teixeira at second base.
What a nice block by Jason Veritek on the breaking ball, anticipating the ball's going to be in the dirt. He's able to slide over, does not try to catch it, just tries to block it.
Well, for A-Rod, the .270 batting average is the lowest since 1995. Rookie season as the pitch misses inside. Under the Seattle Mariners at the time. On deck, Robinson Cano. Lackey trying to work around this two-base error. Charge to J.D. Drew. And Swisher has homered in the game. 3-2 pitches into center field. Yankees trying to cash in on the error, and they will. Around from second base is Teixeira. Alex Rodriguez has tied this game 2-2. .183 games in between errors for Drew, and the Yankees get the opportunity, something they were not doing last night, and they cash in here to tie the game.
Yeah, you know, they're the type of lineup, and we say this all the time, but you just can't give extra outs to this Yankee lineup, and right there, Alex Rodriguez taking it up the middle for the base hit.
He's had 17 RBIs against Boston this year in the single season series, and 17 RBIs of 100 and now 25 on the year for A-Rod. More pitches for Lackey, who's about to throw his 50th here with 2 down in the third inning. To center field, Kalish is right there to make the catch that ends the inning. Oslier in the inning, and the Yankees have tied the game 2-2. Derek Patterson put an end to a long day of baseball. The walk-off single in the 10th. It was a Saturday of 2 games and 20 innings that lasted 8 hours and 18 minutes. The play of the week is brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Jerry and I were ready to run out there. Chase Patterson into right field, too.
I did. I ran right up the steps, right out the door.
First time announcers have been part of a walk-off victory. One to Patterson, who takes ball 1-1-1.
The good thing about playing those late games like that, there's really no traffic going home at all.
No, it was quite quick getting out. Hooks this on the ground to second base. Pena's got it. And there's the first out of the inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, the Red Sox have a number of great fan appreciation things going on for today's final game of the season, starting with before the game as Terry Francona and players greeted the fans at the gates. Now, there was going to be giveaways every inning, including a trip to spring training, coupons and gift certificates to Dunkin' Donuts, D'Angelo's, Jordan's Furniture, and concessions here at the park. And to top it off, fans are going to get to run the bases after the end of the game. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. One out in the inning as Jed Lowry fouls it off back into the seats.
I want to see you go down and run the bases, Don, after the game.
All of them? Like all the way around?
All four of them, yeah.
Jed Lowry walked in the first inning.
The difference today is they usually only allow children out there to run the bases, but all fans can run the bases today. Imagine if 35,000 stay and run the bases.
But that could help your traffic situation too, just like last night.
I'm not worried about traffic today. Going to dinner.
Lowry takes the strike, and the count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Lowry. In there for strike 3. It's the second strikeout for Mosley, and there's 2 down here in the third inning.
It's probably been his best pitch so far, that little two-seam fastball that he runs inside to left-handers and picks up the inside corner of the plate. Has Lowry jumping back from that pitch.
So 2 down here in the third inning. J.D. Drew hit a 2-run home run in the first inning. But also committed an error last inning that led to the Yankees game-tying run. As he takes strike 1. Home run for Drew, his 22nd of the year, RBI 67 and 68. There is action for New York. Jonathan Albaladejo warming in the pen. He was warming late in last night's game. Chopped right side, and to Teixeira at first base. He indicates he can take it himself. And that's the end of the inning. So 1-2-3 third, a 2-2 game from Fenway. Red Sox, plus a conversation with Bruins owner Jeremy Jacobs, Ryder Cup highlights, and the latest on who will wear or who will be where for the MLB postseason. It's all coming up tonight at 11 on Nesson Daily.
We're going to be on there too, Don.
Yes, we are. Wrapping up the 2010 season, a look back. Nick Swisher, Jorge Posada, Marcus Thames to bat here in the 4th inning for New York. Ground ball just outside the line at first.
It's a very long season, but we got it wrapped up in about 45 seconds.
We came at a bad time because you didn't have the Yankees lineup at the time.
Joe Girardi made me angry today. I couldn't make out the lineup, and that makes me nervous, not having my lineup card made out, before the open and all that stuff.
Before the open, if you don't have the lineup by 2:15, you become nervous.
Well, it starts to bug me. Yeah. I like to have the lineup and have the card all filled out,
right.
And then I can relax, and then I can concentrate on the other things I'm supposed to be doing,
Did you do your card for opening day next year yet? The one that you do that comes up?
Well, actually, I do. I have it in a packet. The first game of spring training.
This one fouled off, backing out of play.
I don't have it dated because we don't know when that's going to be.
Right. Well, maybe you could ask Terry what he's thinking about for opening day. You can write some guys in for the lineup now.
I hope it's not before March 1st. I can tell you that because that's when I get the condo.
This is down foul towards the tarp. Pitchers and catchers will be reporting on the 13th of February.
Good for them.
I know you'll be at the picnic bench waiting for that first interview.
I love I watch that stuff from back here. It's great.
Swisher slices a foul off to the left, and it's 1-2.
We should have a real good ball club. They had a good offseason. The workouts went very well. Threw 20 pitches today.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Swisher.
I'll throw again in 2 days, and I'll mix in a couple of breaking balls, move it up to 50 pitches.
Swisher with a swing and a miss. Gets away from Veritek briefly, so he's got to throw him out, and does. It's the 5th strikeout for Lackey. One down here in the 4th inning.
Lackey going to the curveball to pick up the strikeout this time against Swisher. It was a curveball Swisher hit for a home run back in the 2nd inning, but this time the strikeout.
So one out here in the 4th, and here is Jorge Posada. Lined out to second base in the 2nd inning.
Then there's always a guy that you look at and you go, oh, he looks good. He looks like he's in great shape.
Much better shape than last year.
Much better shape than last year.
Of course, you haven't seen him in like 3.5 months.
Exactly.
I mean, now and again, I can fool you into the fact that I lost some weight during the offseason.
You put weight on in the offseason. You lose weight. I'm going to tell you your gig, and you know your gig.
Yeah.
You don't do anything in the offseason, and then you get fat for spring training, and then as the season goes on, you start to work out so you can get thin for your playoffs.
You think that's how it goes?
I know that's how it goes.
I don't feel like I'm in tip-top shape right now, if that's what you're saying.
You're in the best shape right now that you're going to be in all year.
This is it?
This is it.
Most I can hope for.
That's the best you got.
It's kind of sad. One out here in the inning for Posada, 1-2. He lined out to second baseman Eric Patterson in the 2nd inning. In the dirt, full count.
I give you credit, though. The last 2 to 3 months, you've been getting to the workout room good 4 or 5 times a week. At minimum 4 times a week. It looks like you've taken off some.
Shut it down a little bit.
Yeah. I got to get going again. I got to get back in the gym.
I was just going to say, it's been a while since.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I made it through this year. I didn't want to crack up again. I didn't want the back to go out again. Anything to interrupt the year. So I'll get back in here the next week or so. Give me a good 5 minutes on the bike.
Wrap it up. 3-2 is a swing and a miss as Posada strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Lackey. 6 in all. And there's 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Now back-to-back strikeouts for Lackey, and both of them on the curveball. Goes down again in that strike zone to get Posada.
So 2 down here in the 4th inning. Marcus Timms coming up. Beach ball on the field down the left field line that Nava is attending to.
We had a chance before the game to meet Mr. and Mrs. Nava.
Yes.
Who came into the booth to say hello with Heidi Watney, and very, very nice people.
Live just outside Sacramento. And I've been here quite a bit this season to see Daniel play. There's a pop-up. Foul ground as Anderson won't get there. It's back in the aisle. Quite a distance away. Wouldn't give it a push. I want to remind you to visit the official online shop of the Boston Red Sox at redsox.com to browse the largest selection of official gear. Get your gear from the official source, the redsox.com shop. Accept no substitutes. If we know the holidays will be coming up, you want some of that Red Sox gear. The 1 pitch is away, and it's 1-1. Sends a single in the 2nd inning. One of 4 New York hits on the day. On the ground is short. Lowry goes to the backhand, plants and throws in plenty of time. Lackey has a 1-2-3-4 through 3.5, tied at 2. Friendly experience guidance. Find your showroom at frankweb.com. Bottom of the 4th inning back at Fenway Park. Game tied 2-2. David Ortiz to lead it off. Bill Hall, Ryan Kalish will be along here in the fourth, as David Ortiz singled to left field in the first inning. Red Sox have 3 hits off Dustin Mosley. He has that one right away. About to throw his 60th pitch of his outing. 1-2-3 third inning. Ortiz takes strike one.
Take a bath when you get home last night? It was a little
No,
too late.
Not a lot of time for that. Strike over the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Up top, 2-2. Mosley's 16th appearance, 9th start overall for New York, comes in at 4-3 into today's outing. Ortiz takes ball 3, full count. Hall waiting on deck, then Kalish here in the bottom of the fourth inning in a 2-2 game. It is clouded up again. There's Ortiz in a check swing, foul tips it. Shift on off the glove of Pena in short right, and he bobbles it a few times. Nothing he can do that far away after he couldn't play it cleanly, and Ortiz is on with a hit.
Yeah, he gets that in-between hop. He's way out on that outfield grass, and kind of a soft line drive with some spin on it by David Ortiz. Going to his left, but the ball just kicks up and hits him around the knee area. So Ortiz has a base hit, his second of the day.
David at first base. It is the second time in the game Red Sox have had the lead runner on. Veritek had singled to begin the second, but was quickly erased. A ground ball grounded into a double play by Daniel Nava. Bill Hall lined out to shortstop first time up. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Change up that time from Mosley. Well, maybe not the change. Looked like it might have been a slider that time. About 85 miles an hour.
Ball drives one to center. The wind may knock it down. Back goes Gardner onto the track to make the catch. And David's got to retrace his steps and won't get there. He went around second, had to retouch and come back, and that ball was crushed to center field. The wind coming in knocks it down, turns into a double play.
Not today, not with the wind blowing in the way it is here at Fenway Park. This ball was crushed by Bill Hall. He thought maybe it had a chance. You could see by the look on its face. And Big Poppy thought it had a chance, as he's going to round second base, and he's going to catch this thing. And they make the relay to first base and get Ortiz on the double play. So both guys felt like that ball was traveling a lot farther than when it did.
Second double play for the Yankees today defensively. Pitch number 70 from Mosley. And that's a ground ball right side. Pena, it's right through him and into right. Kalish will reach with 2 outs, and Swisher having trouble with it in right also, but no further advance for Kalish. They're charged to Pena at second base. 5th error of the series for New York. Very sure-handed team.
Yeah, for a team that came into the series number 1 in the league in defense, it has not been a good defensive series for them. Of course, normally that would be Robinson Cano out there, who only has 3 errors on the season. That ball gets by Pena.
Well, the Red Sox had a costly error earlier for J.D. Drew. We'll see how costly this error is for Ramiro Pena. Cano, the DH today. 2 outs in the inning. Kalish at first. Here's Jason Varitek, who singled in the second inning. Ball 1. Varitek has 1 of 4 Boston hits. Royce Ring, who pitched in last night's game, now warming up. Rapid fire in the pen.
The 3 lefties do actually a switch hitter in Nava, then Lars Anderson and Patterson. That's why the rush down there in the bullpen with Ring.
Varitek with a swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. Jason getting his 7th home run on May 30th and his 70th plate appearance of the year. Did not reach 7 home runs last year until his 126th plate appearance. A hit that he had earlier, the first hit that he had since coming off the DL. Check on Kalish, who's back in plenty of time. Mosley has been getting ahead of everybody, virtually 11 of the first 12 hitters. He has not thrown a first pitch strike to anybody in this sequence, and Varitek grounds 1 to second, but Pena's got it, sure-handed this time, and throws out Varitek to end the inning. Done with 4 from Fenway, game tied 2-2.
Like the Kennedy family, Sam Kennedy and his family at the ball game today.
Strike one for John Lackey here to begin things in the 5th inning. A liner to second that is secured by Patterson. And Romero Pena lines out to his counterpart at second. One out here in the 5th.
Ball hit very hard by Pena, but just a couple of steps to his left, and Patterson's got it about letter high.
Five in a row retired by Lackey. One down here in the 5th. And Brett Gardner, the batter. And he struck out in the 1st inning and then grounded out in the 3rd inning. 0 for 2. Line to the left and in front of Nava for a base hit. A 1-out single for Gardner. His first hit of the day and always trouble. Total 5 stolen bases on the day yesterday.
Even though they play shallow out in left field for Gardner because he hits the ball the other way on the line, still dropping it in front of Daniel Nava.
He'll be looking to be on the move here. 1 out in the inning. And Jeter coming up. Jeter with a single back in the 1st inning to right field. He struck out swinging in the 3rd, a 1 for 2 day. Well, the missing for ball 1. Lackey had thrown first pitch strikes to 9 of the last 10 batters. This is towards short. Lowry will go to second for 1. On the 1st, it's a double play. Lars Anderson on a good pick. Ends things here in the 5th. They played 4.5, tied at 2. iPhone. Get the power of NESN.com. The scores, live blogs, and more right in the palm of your hand at NESN.com/iPhone. Last half of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park. Game tied 2-2. Daniel Nava to lead it off. And it'll be Lars Anderson and Derek Patterson to bat here in the inning. Dustin Mosley working into the 5th. 73 pitches through the first 4 innings. And strike 1 to Nava. Rounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the second inning. One of two double plays turned by New York. Two balls, one strike to Nava. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 2-2 to Daniel Nava, who leads it off here in the fifth inning. Takes strike three, knew it. He takes with him the third K for Mosley, one down.
Now Mosley's done a nice job for the Yankees here in this ball game. Once again, it's that two-seam fastball right down the heart of the plate for the strikeout. With the exception of the two-run home run, he's done a very nice job.
There's been a ton of action behind him throughout this entire game, and David Robertson is the new action for Joe Girardi out there in the pen. One out for Lars Anderson, who takes strike one. Anderson popped out to second base in the second inning. Look at the line for Mosley. He's about to throw his 80th pitch. Ball 2-2-1. And Mosley gave up the two-run home run to J.D. Drew back in the first inning. Since then, he's given up only 2 hits. There's a fly ball to left field. Marcus Timms, the left fielder for New York, makes the catch, 2 down. Well, the monster seats at Fenway Park are maybe the best seats in baseball, and now you have a chance of winning monster seats with monster money. It's a Red Sox instant game from the Mass-State Lottery, and there are instant prizes up to $3 million as well. Visit masslottery.com now. 2 outs here in the fifth inning for Eric Patterson, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out in the first inning, grounded out to second base in the third.
Third inning in the Kansas City. Still no score between Tampa and Kansas City.
Ray Davis scheduled to go there today for Tampa Bay. Boone Logan is now up, left-hander for New York. Pitch is high, and it's 3-0. Tough to tell if they're actually warming up in the pen to come into this game, whether they're getting work knowing that they're not going to work for the next 3 days. But there's been somebody new every inning. 3-0 pitch is up high, and there's a 4-pitch walk to Patterson, who heads down to first base. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Plymouth. Dave Island out to talk to Dustin Mosley. With 2 outs in the inning and a base runner now thanks to the walk of Patterson. We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on NESN. Coordinating producer of Red Sox Baseball is Russ Ken. Senior coordinating director Michael Narachi. Associate producer Jim White. Production assistant is Kate Galvin. And Nesson's executive producer is Joel Fell.
And I'd like to thank all of them for making this another enjoyable year.
I echo those sentiments, and it's been an interesting year to say the least. Over to first base. Challenge to get to know so many new players this year during the course of the season, and new guys every day for the Red Sox. Back to the bag at first is Patterson.
$11 steals for Patterson. He's only been caught one time.
Pitch out, nothing doing as Patterson remains at first base. Patterson had a stolen base in game 1 of the day-night doubleheader yesterday. Two and 0. He's up to 88 pitches, as high as 98. And Boone Logan warming up in the pen for Joe Girardi. 2 outs here in the 5th. Lowry lays off and takes the strike. Strike 1, 2-1.
Gets a breaking ball on the 2-0 count. No fastball for Lowry in the hitter's count. Lowry stays off it.
Patterson starts and stops at first as Lowry takes ball 3. There goes Patterson. Lowry fouls it off, and it's a full count now. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. For Dustin Mosley, this is the 5th time that he has had the count run full, as it is to Jed Lowry with 2 outs and Patterson at first base. Patterson takes off on the 3-2, and it's a high fly ball to right. Back goes Swisher at the wall. It's gone. Jed Lowry hits his 8th home run of the year, and the Red Sox take a 4-2 lead.
Well, he wanted to feature breaking balls to Jed Lowry. He kept throwing breaking ball after breaking ball, and Lowry catches one right over the middle of the plate.
Second home run of the year for Lowry against the Yankees, who's hit at .417 against New York. And the reaction of Mosley, who is now trailing in this game by 2. Drew pops it up and out of play. So Jed Lowry with his 8th home run of the year. Drew softly grounding one to Pena. Off balance throw is in time to get JD and to end the 5th. 2-run shot for Jed Lowry. A 4-2 Red Sox lead. Remy's postseason edition. Coming up Tuesday night at 7 only on NESN.
Yeah, don't be watching that Access Hollywood and Inside Edition and all that junk.
Teixeira to right as Drew started back, now comes in and over and plays with it a tad. Teixeira's out number 1 of the 6th inning. Well, we'd like to thank all of our crew for a terrific year. Bob Tomaselli, Tom Gilmet, who is strapped to that wall out there, and we always worry about it on a nightly basis. Joe Stafford, Bill Titus, Matt Johnson, John Carolyn, otherwise known as Clam. I don't know why. Pitch is in there for strike 1. Ken Boyd, Joe Francasio, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ted LeBlanc up here in the booth with us, handling the RoboCam down behind home plate. Christina Connolly and Megan Severson, our stage managers, who help us out here on a nightly basis in the booth. Strike 3 call. A-Rod beside himself. 7th strikeout for Lackey, and Alex is not buying it.
No, I didn't like that at all. Thought the breaking ball was away. John Lackey goes to the curveball, and it looks like it is away, but A-Rod will have to take a seat.
Second time he has struck out today. 2 down in the 6th inning for Robinson Cano. 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short, flied out to center. Down and in. I want to thank our video guys, Nick Dill and Bob Moore. Inside the truck. '80th pitch for Lackey of the day, and it is line foul up into the luxury boxes. 2-1. Ted Carey, Tom Grigley, Tom Cruise, who is off today. Is he making a movie? Probably. It's the other Tom Cruise from Springfield, Mass. 3-1 the count. Dan Phipps, Scott Schnaufman, and Sean Jensen. Well, thanks to all of you for a great season here on NESN all year long. Swinging a foul tip near the catcher's mitt, and that's a full count. Engineers Dennis Knutson and Dave Beckwith working as we speak. Plugging in some wires. I know Dennis knows nothing about the wires he just tried to plug in. You know, we're getting close to my favorite part of the truck, though.
Yeah, your favorite guy's coming up.
We're getting close. This is in the air to the right center field. As Kalish makes his way over and makes the catch. It ends the top of the 6th inning. 5.5 done at 4-2. Red Sox on top. revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. As into the game is Royce Ring to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning. Ring's 5th appearance, 11.57 earned run average, 222 opponent batting average. Comes on for Dustin Mosley, who worked the first 5 innings for New York, giving up 4 runs. And is on the hook with the Red Sox on top 4-2. David Ortiz trying to bunt his way on. And will. Shift on. Big Poppy drops it down for his 3rd hit of the day.
Yeah, that's just about a given anytime David Ortiz wants it. He'll be pinch run forward at first base.
Reddick will pinch run for Big Poppy, and that is the season for David Ortiz. Pitching change from Fenway. 4-2, Red Sox on top. Hall will stand in as they check on Reddick. While we were away, David Ortiz got a curtain call. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And David Ortiz finished like David Ortiz in 2010.
You got to think his last hit of the whole season was a bunt down the 3rd baseline.
Well, the first and back in time is Reddick. The new pitcher for New York is David Robertson. Right-hander making his 64th appearance of the year, 4-5, 3.54 earned run average, 256 opponent batting average. He's got 70 Ks in 60 innings. Pitch outside. We want to thank our A1 and our great audio crew. Do such a great job here every year. And they have been better this year than ever before. They get better every year.
Wow.
They even travel now, which has added to how good they are. It's in the dirt, and Posada's able to corral it. This is an A2, however. This is Chris Nicini, who is just as good. Outstanding. Pete Grenier, our A1, back in control. Main zone.
Now, one thing about being at home is you don't even have to test the microphone before the game. You know it's going to be the same thing every day.
Level's going to be right where you want it. He went to Seattle with us. He went to Oakland as well. A2 Chris Nicini last year traveled to Baltimore. Has not traveled with us since. 2-1 pitch. He'll get away. As up to second base goes Reddick. They're worried about him at first base. Ends up taking second on what appears to be a wild pitch.
Yeah, this ball way up and in on Bill Hall. And Posada cannot knock it down. It just deflects off his glove. And Reddick in scoring position at second base. You're a little tough on the audio guys.
What's that?
You're a little tough on the audio guys.
No. Mark Wilcox works as another one of our A2s.
Just nod your head, Mark. Is he a little tough on audio?
No, come on. Outside ball 4. And Hall will make his way down to first base. First 2 have reached for the Red Sox in the 6th. We mentioned our other stage manager, Megan Severson, along with Kelly Emerson and Renee Lavoie. And Kate Galvin has her own name tag next to where she works. It's awesome. Jerry and I understand about having signs.
Every now and then she forgets her name, so it's a reminder right there.
Dave Island reminding David Robertson that Ryan Kalish is coming up here with 2 on, nobody out.
You also might want to remind him Kansas City leads 2-0 over Tampa in the 5th inning.
Jim White, Dwayne Dentremont. Handle the graphics. Jim White, who has done an incredible job this year.
Well, he's your guy in the playoffs.
He is outstanding.
Every big leaguer takes their guy, and he's your guy.
He is my guy. This is lined into center field. Gardner has a bobble, and Reddick will score. Red Sox lead at 5-2.
Ryan Kalish with a rocket up the middle. A little bobble in center field by Brett Gardner, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Reddick was going to score anyway. First pitch fastball down in the zone, and Kalish hard to center field. There's the bobble by Gardner, but I think if he comes clean, they're still going to score that run.
Two on, nobody out, a run in, and Jason Varitek, the batter. Singled in the second inning, grounded out in the 4th, 1 for 2. Strike 1 to Varitek. More action for New York. Boone Logan is up, left-hander. The run that is scored this inning charged to Royce Ring, who started the inning. Faced one batter, and that was Big Poppy's bunt single. Reddick runs and scores. Ball and a strike to the captain, Jesse Gregg, technical director. As we're getting closer to some other people.
Well, I think I saw Michael
Yes,
Narachi.
I thought I saw the back of Michael Narachi. Pitch up top, ball 2, 2-1. Well, there have been years where they don't show themselves, and we got another. There we go. Michael Narachi.
First time I've seen him since Chicago.
And Russ Ken, our coordinating producer. Swing and a miss. I think I shortchanged both of them. They're both senior.
Now, they make note of that.
And of course, our photojournalists and staff photographers who do such a great job all year long. John Martin, Pat Gamir, Chris Delgado, Brian Brennan, who travel with us throughout the year. 2-2 pitch is tap foul. Two-run home run for Alex Gordon is the difference in Kansas City right now. The Royals on top 2-0. An opportunity here that right now the Yankees are not taking advantage of, with the Red Sox on top 5-2. Red Sox looking for more in the last half of the 6th inning. And Varitek strikes out. First out of the 6th. First K for David Robertson.
Outside corner for Robertson with the fastball. Terrific pitch.
Two on, one away, and Daniel Nava, who was 0 for 2. Nava has grounded into a double play, struck out. There go the runners. The pitch is a ball. Throw goes to second and safe. There's Ryan Kalish on the double steal. Asada tried to get the back end of it and could not.
They'll try that a lot of time, thinking that the man at first base does not get that good of a jump, but Kalish did that time. And the double steal executed perfectly by the Red Sox. See, he's got his eye on Bill Hall. Asada never looks toward third base, goes to second, and Kalish gets in safely. So the infield pulled in for the Yankees with one out.
Well, now they will put on Nava with first base open. 5 of the 9 stolen bases that Ryan Kalish has have come against the Yankees. And this was just part of that double steal. Hall on the front end. And this will load the bases with the free pass to Nava intentionally. It's time for a game break again. Tom Karen, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. It is 5-2. favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize the hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond. Just like Dunkin', with 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is #1 for iced coffee. The last day of the 2010 regular season. A 5-2 Red Sox lead, one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Lars Anderson bats with the bases loaded. And one out. To right field. Swisher going back. He'll get there to make the catch. Tagging at third is Hall. Throw goes to second, and the Red Sox lead at 6-2. Kalish took third also on the sac fly for Lars Anderson. But as the Red Sox on top by 4 runs.
Well, Lars Anderson says, why wait around? First strike I get, I'm going to be swinging. And he got a breaking ball that was up in the zone, something he could lift and get deep enough to get that run home.
Now, Boone Logan's numbers entering this outing: his 51st appearance, 2-0, the 2.97 earned run average, 233 opponent batting average. And allowing an inherited runner to score here that is charged to David Robertson, who's responsible for the 2 men on now, as the check on first, and back to the bag at first is Nava. John Hackwath, the driver.
A lot of hours on the road.
Yes. It's outside. Mike Porta. One-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Patterson struck out in the first inning, grounded out in the third, walked and scored in the 5th. And is the 7th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the 6th inning in this 6-2 Red Sox lead. There goes Knob at first, a swing and a miss. Posada does throw, and it's off Jeter, and from third comes Kalish. 7-2 Red Sox.
Well, the Red Sox just continue to put all kind of pressure on the Yankees. It's going to draw a bad throw here by Posada. It actually hits Nava, it looks like, once it gets by, but a run comes in. As soon as that ball went past the pitcher, the runner at third base was off, and a run for the Red Sox.
First stolen base for Nava, and Kalish gets credit for the steal home. And on the back end, as a double steal here for the Red Sox, who lead at 7-2. Going away, and it's 2-2. Yankees can see this division win slipping away at the moment. Late swing, protective swing for Patterson, and fouls it off. Been a 3-run bottom of the 6th inning after a 2-run bottom of the 5th. Game was tied 2-2, but not anymore. It's 7-2 Red Sox. And 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Jed Lowry waits on deck. Boone Logan, the third pitcher of this inning. And a swing and foul tip for strike 3 as Patterson strikes out. Red Sox scored 3 times and lead at 7-2. quality like certified Angus beef. Think Uno, way deeper than pizza. And that's a hat. As John Lackey, his pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He hasn't walked anybody, struck out 7, and trying to pick up win number 14 of the year. He's got a 5-run lead to work with as he enters the top half of the 7th inning. And leading it off for New York is Nick Swisher. If he can get the 14 wins, he would tie his second highest win mark of his career. And 19 wins back in 07, 14 in 04 and in 05, and trying to do the same here in 2010. His 33rd start of the year. And into the 7th inning with 85 pitches. Did have a 24-minute wait. And Swisher with a swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, that sun shining right now. The pitcher and hitter both in the shade as the sun shines on the backdrop.
Strike 3 call. Swisher is gone. Second time he has struck out today. 8 Ks for Lackey.
First time on a fastball, it was breaking ball that he hit home run on and then struck out on. This time the fastball from Lackey for the strikeout. So mixing up his pitches against Nick Swisher.
One down in the 7th inning. Jorge Posada 0 for 2. Posada lined out to second base in the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging in the 4th inning. In there for strike 2 and 1. Jabba Chamberlain warming in the pen. New York has already used Royce Ring, David Robertson, and Boone Logan. Relief of Dustin Mosley. In the dirt, ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Jorge Posada. It's just the first walk of the day allowed by John Lackey. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. It's filled up out there today on this brisk day from Fenway Park, final day of the regular season. And the Red Sox on top 7-2. Marcus Timms takes strike 1. Timms with a single in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th. As one of the 5 hits collected today by the Yankees. Home plate umpire is going to charge a ball here, I think. We'll see. No, he's pointing out center field. Never mind. Ball on the field. I thought as a balloon has come out on the field. Looked like he was talking to Lackey, and Lackey was looking back at him, but it was the balloon that had come onto the field. A 1-1 to Marcus Timms. To third base down the line on the backhand. Hall goes to second for 1, on to first. They do not have a chance to get Timms. But they do get Posada, second base, 5-4 on the force out, and there's 2 down in the inning.
Well, nice play by Bill Hall down at third base. He has to go toward the line and gets that in-between hop right there and able to throw across the body to get the force out at second base.
Nice play by Bill Hall.
Action in the Red Sox pen. Rich Hill is up and warming. Two outs, Timms at first base, and Romero Pena, the batter. Swing at a foul tip. Pena from the number 9 spot in the Yankees order, 0 for 2 today. Pitched on a fielder's choice in the second, lined out to second base in the 5th. Get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports. Two outs here in the 7th inning. Marcus Timms at first base. Romero Pena takes ball 1, 1-2. Lackey trying to get through the 7th inning for the 7th time in his last 10 starts. And he fouls it off, and it's 1-2. Top of the Yankees order, Brett Gardner waiting on deck. As New York bats with 2 outs and Timms at first, trailing by 5 runs. Swing and a miss. First base occupied, but Veritek fires down to first base for the out. As it is strikeout number 9 for Lackey. 7th inning stretch, 7-2 Boston. as the Red Sox head to the last half of the 7th inning at Fenway Park with a 7-2 lead in the season finale. New pitcher for the Yankees booed upon his introduction. The 5th arm used today for Joe Girardi is Jabba Chamberlain. 73rd appearance of the year, 3-4 to 4.33 earned run average. In 70 2/3 innings, he has 74 strikeouts. And opponents hitting at 253 against Chamberlain. They'll deal with the trio of Lowry, Drew, and Reddick scheduled to bat in the inning. And it's fouled off to the left for strike one. Jed Lowry hit a 2-run home run in the 5th inning. His 8th home run of the year. RBIs 22 and 23 on the season. Jabba Chamberlain, since July the 28th in 29 appearances, has just a 1.91 earned run average. And strike two, and it's 0-2. Ball 1-2. Of course, Chamberlain last year just made one regular season relief appearance in the starting rotation during the regular season all year, but then shifted to the pen, made 10 relief appearances in the postseason. Fly ball down the right field line towards the pole for Lowry, and over and out. Home run for Lowry. Swisher with a big bid, doesn't get it. Hurts himself in the process. Slow to get up, but Lowry's gone deep for the 2nd time today, and the Red Sox lead at 8-2. Nice bid by Swisher, trying to go deep into the crowd.
Yeah, that wind kept pushing that ball away from Nick Swisher. They try to go inside with Lowry. Looks like a cut fastball, and Lowry right down the line. Gonna go about 4 rows back. What an effort by Swisher. He's up, he's walking, he's fine right now, but Lowry with a 2nd home run of the day.
Swisher ended up being relatively close to climb the fans and the wall and everything else. Well, a 2nd career 2-home run game for Jed Lowry, both this season. Back on September 14th against Seattle as well. J.D. Drew takes the 0-1 for a strike two. 96 from Jabba Chamberlain. Drew has a home run of his own, a 2-run shot back in the 1st inning. That was off Dustin Mosley, the starter today. Outside 2-2. This one fouled off, and Red Sox displaying some pretty good offense today as we check out the league leaders, brought to you by Olympia Sports, official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. And where do they rank on the year? An average 5th, runs 2nd, doubles 1st, home runs 2nd. That was one of the bigger questions coming into the year. Are the Red Sox going to score enough runs, and where are the home runs going to come from? Well, pretty good in both departments. But not one of the 8 teams headed to the postseason in 2010. There is strike 3. Drew is gone. First out of the 7th inning.
That ball is outside. J.D. Drew just shaking his head as he heads back to the dugout. You'll see it clearly on the Amica pit zone, way outside.
Josh Reddick takes strike one. He was the pinch runner for David Ortiz, who had a 3-hit day today, including a bunt single in his last at bat. That came in the 6th inning and started a 3-run inning for the Red Sox. Reddick did 197. The home run and 5 runs batted in. Tardy on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Chamberlain. Jonathan Albaladejo warming again in the pen. But Chamberlain, who's in the game right now, is the 5th pitcher today for New York. And as Reddick fouls it off. Yesterday, Chamberlain getting the win in game 1 of the day-night doubleheader. Leads the team in appearances with now 73. 1-2 is a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Reddick. Back-to-back Ks now for Chamberlain. 2 down in the inning.
Hell, after the ball inside to Jed Lowry, he stayed away from both J.D. Drew and Josh Reddick and been able to pick up strikeouts.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. 2 down in the 7th inning. Bill Hall, the batter. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored today, getting his 2nd start of the year at third base. He's a guy, Jerry, I think heading into spring training we knew was versatile, but I don't think we hardly imagined he'd be moving around quite as much as he did this year.
Or play as much as he did this year because of injury.
18 home runs on the season for the Red Sox.
I think after this type of season, Don, he'll be out there looking for a full-time job someplace.
And you have to say that he's earned it. He's appeared in left field 55 games, center field for 7, 9 games in right field, 51 games at second base, 6 at short. 119 games that he's played in this year. Appeared second base, short, third base, left field, center field, right field, and has pitched.
After the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll take one final look back at the 2010 season and bring you Terry Francona's post-game press conference. Tune in for that and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
This will be covering live coverage of the fans having to run the bases after the ball game here today. And our fan appreciation day here at Fenway Park and weekend. There's strike 3 to Bill Hall. Well, after the home run by Jed Lowry, strikes out the side, but it's 8-2 Red Sox. 8-2, Red Sox on top of the Yankees as we head to the 8th. And with action in the pen, Rich Hill and Daniel Bard both warming as this 8th inning starts. John Lackey at an even 100 as Brett Gardner takes strike one. 1 for 3 day for Gardner. He's been in the leadoff spot today for New York. Single to left in the 5th inning. Breaking ball grounded foul. In action for New York, Sergio Mitre warming in the pen. Fouled off, still 0-2. Early in the 7th inning in Kansas City, where the Royals have a 2-0 advantage over Tampa Bay, but the Yankees down 8-2. That doesn't much matter at the moment. It's Gardner now, Jeter next. With New York batting here in the 8th. On the ground and a fair ball. Down the line, and Drew over to play it. As heading for second base is Gardner. He'll stop there. As Drew did a nice job. That one gets by Drew. Gardner's going to be running for a long time. Hug the wall down the right field line.
Yeah, the curveball from John Lackey down and in and right down that first base line for Brett Gardner. Very cautious as J.D. Drew down in the corner as he plays it off the Karen twice.
First season that Brett Gardner has had 20 doubles as he stands at second base to begin the 8th inning. And here's Derek Jeter. Singled in the first, struck out in the 3rd, grounded into a double play in the 5th. And takes strike one. Drew fouls it off and is down 0-2. Mark Teixeira waiting on deck. Strike 3 call. Jeter knew it. Takes with him the 10th strikeout for John Lackey today.
It's almost like Jeter's expecting Lackey to waste a pitch and did not. Right down the middle of the plate with the fastball.
For Lackey, the 10 Ks ties a season high. August 23rd against the Seattle Mariners. Career high is 12. He did that against the Texas Rangers in an Angels uniform back in 08. Breaking ball in there for strike, 1-1. Mark Teixeira today has struck out, reached on a 2-base error committed by J.D. Drew in right field. First error for J.D. in 183 games. That comes on this last day of the season. Javier Vazquez joins Sergio Mitre in the pen for New York. Side on the curveball, and it's strike 2. Back and forth a few times, but it's in there, and it's 2-2. 111 today. He's surpassed his average and short of his 124 high. Broken bat grounded to first. Anderson will take it himself. for the out. It's out number 2 as Gardner takes third. And Patterson at second base was taking cover with that bat headed in his direction. He was running to right.
Yeah, he was heading toward right field, and I don't blame him. Look at that weapon. Bat shatters, goes towards second base. The baseball goes towards Lars Anderson at first base.
Two outs, Gardner at third base, and Alex Rodriguez very frustrated by a called third strike last time he was up, as Brian Runge rung him up in the 6th inning and called strike 1 here. A-Rod with a single in the 3rd knocked in the Yankees' 2nd run. They've not scored since.
After the game today, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you the best of 2010 music video and give you the final word from Fenway Park. Catch it all after the game only on NESN.
Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Alex with the RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Now the 125 runs batted in on the year. Inside, 3-1. Mackey trying to get through the 8th inning. Robinson Cano waiting on deck with 2 outs in the 8th. It'll be the 4th time that he has gotten through 8. And that's his longest outing of the year. Swing and a miss, full count.
Challenge time for Lackey. Goes to the fastball on the 3-1 count and throws it by Rodriguez.
Fenway stands as 1 as Lackey with a 3-2. Ball 4. And down to first base goes Alex Rodriguez. A 2-out walk, and just the 2nd walk for Lackey, but the one that costs him the day is Terry Francona makes the change. The Red Sox lead at 8-2. ranked number 2 in the nation for customer service. Plus, your entire order ships for $2.95 at Overstock.com. John Lackey might be his best outing of the year today with a 7 2/3 innings effort. Departs with the Red Sox on top 8-2. Robinson Cano batting and sending one back up the middle into center field. From third comes Gardner. The run is charged to Lackey. Third run for New York. And as Cano wasn't waiting around, he jumps on the first pitch from Rich Hill.
He's such a good hitter, right-handed, left-handed, it doesn't matter to Robinson Cano. Right back up the middle, picks up the RBI, makes it an 8-3 ball game.
So it's first and second, 2 down, and Nick Swisher coming up. Apparently okay after his diving bid into the stands to try to make the catch on what turned out to be Jed Lowry's second home run of the day. Swisher's got a home run of his own back in the second inning. Solo shot his 29th of the year as he takes ball 1. That hit for Cano was his 200th of the season, and it is the second straight year that he has recorded 200 hits in a season. First Yankee second baseman ever to have done that. Here's a snap throw to second, and back safely is Rodriguez. Ball foul off to the left, and it's 2-1. This was the bid we were talking about.
Yeah, Nick Swisher making a nice bid, and apparently maybe knocked the wind out of him for a while. Jumps up, hits the wall and a fan, and then drops to the ground, but still in the ball game.
Inside and almost grazed him. 3-1. Mentioned the home run for Swisher in the second, since then 2 strikeouts. And 2 of the 10 Ks posted today by John Lackey. Swisher fouls it off to the left, out of play, full count. John Lackey so far charged with 3 runs. He is responsible for Alex Rodriguez at second base, who he walked with 2 outs in the inning, the last batter he faced. Three-two pitch to Swisher. Breaking ball, ball 4. He walks him. Base is now loaded for New York.
Very close pitch here from Rich Hill. Just missing the inside corner.
Terry Francona out to make the change. 8-3 Boston. Jed Lowry, 2 home runs for Jed Lowry. 2-run shot and a solo home run as part of this Red Sox 8-3 lead with good offense. 8 runs on 8 hits and good pitching today from John Lackey, 7 2/3 with 10 strikeouts. Charged so far with 3 runs. The book is not yet closed on Lackey, but a pretty good outing today. And vying for his 14th win of the year. Needs help from the pen, and Daniel Bard is into the game. A bases loaded situation as Posada shoots the first one foul off to the left. Daniel Bard, his 73rd appearance, 1-2, the 1.94 ERA, 76 strikeouts and 74 1/3, and opponents hitting at just 176 against him. Down and in, and it's 1-1. Curtis Granderson, who appeared in both games of the doubleheader here yesterday, about to pinch hit if we get that far with 2 outs here in the 8th for Marcus Thames. Posada 0 for 3 with a walk and 3 strikeouts against Bard in his career. Count of 1-1. Strike over the inside corner, 1-2.
Target was set up away, but Bard comes inside and still gets the call.
Rodriguez at third, Cano at second, Swisher at first. 2 outs in the 8th. 2-2. On the ground right side, Anderson will need Bard as they call it a foul.
Apparently hitting off the foot of Jorge Posada. Jason Varitek didn't think so at the beginning.
Terry Francona just got the video confirmation. Perhaps it was not.
It looked like a late reaction by Posada, didn't it?
Yes.
It looked like he saw where that ground ball was heading and decided that maybe it had hit my foot.
Only chance for Posada. And the count of 2-2. Yankees have him loaded here in the 8th. Posada chops it towards second. Patterson's got it on the high hop to throw to first in time, and Bard out of the jam. The Yankees get 1 run in the 8th. It's 8-3 Boston.
Training card. Spring training card.
You got it? There it is. It's going in. Side, brought to you by Sitco Insurance. The offseason will hold some big questions for the Red Sox, but none bigger than the free agency of their three best hitters this season. Adrian Beltre, Victor Martinez, and David Ortiz all will be free agents this offseason. The trio has combined for 80 home runs, 283 RBIs this season. Beltre leads the team in average. Ortiz in homers, and Martinez posting his fifth 20-home run season. So, yes, lots to be talked about during the offseason. Be very interesting for Terry Francona and company. And it gets underway tomorrow. As a new pitcher for the Yankees, Sergio Mitre into the game, 27th appearance, 0-3. 3.40 earned run average. 226 opponent batting average. 29 strikeouts in 53 innings. And Ryan Kalish leading it off here in the 8th. Rips it foul, quickly into the seats. One to Kalish. Chops at first base, backhanded by Teixeira. Flipped to first for the out, and one down here in the 8th. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don, the Red Sox will not reach the 90-win mark for the first time since 2006. Their 88-73 record heading into today. Good for 5th in the American League behind the Yankees, Rays, Twins, and the Rangers. Terry Francona was asked about the season today.
I'd say the first month was really tough. I was, felt like I was chasing my tail a little bit. That's probably the best way to put it. A little frustrated with what was going on, and I don't know that I handled it like I wanted to. Then after that, things started going pretty well. Then we got beat up, and, that took a toll. But from a team standpoint, I thought we were starting to get that, though. Regardless of who was playing, we seemed to be going in one direction and trying to do the right thing.
Jason Varitek with an outstanding ovation here from Fenway Park as he's introduced for what might be his last at bat in a Red Sox uniform. You never know. Jason 1-for-3, a single back in the second inning. Varitek hits one high and deep to right field. Back goes Swisher into the sunshine on the track to make the catch. But a battle the sun, but gets there.
Once again, the wind probably knocking that ball down. That ball was crushed by Varitek. But Swisher had room to go on the warning track to make the catch.
2 outs here in the 8th inning. Daniel Nava, the batter. Fouled down by the shoe tops for strike one. Nava grounded into a double play in the second inning, struck out looking in the 5th. He walked intentionally in the 6th. Fouled off to the left, and it's 0-2. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage is coming up. The 0-2 pitch. On the ground to first base. Teixeira will flip to Mitre for the out. It ends things in the 8th. We head for the 9th. It's 8-3. Red Sox on top. Jason Varitek introduced here at Fenway Park, where it could be his last at bat.
It won't be his last ovation, though.
There'll be more coming, and here comes. Marcus Thames batting here to begin things in the ninth against Papelbon. As the captain of the Boston Red Sox, wondering if this is it. High fly ball to left field. Nava going back. Well, the wind is going to push it a little bit, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the ninth. Hard to put into words as to what it has meant for Jason Varitek to be a member of the Boston Red Sox and what he has done for this organization.
You can see how emotional he is right now. I mean, the future unclear, but, you know, he is a Red Sox.
One out. Curtis Granderson is pinch hitting here for Ramiro Pena with one out in the ninth. Granderson at 247, 24 homers, 67 runs batted in. They both games are the day-night doubleheader yesterday. And a swing and a miss. Don't forget after the game to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. It's coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Terry Francona and Theo Epstein live from the press conference room as this one is fouled off to the left. He'll actually be on Yawkey Way here at Fenway Park right after the game to wrap it up today. A 1-2 pitch. Anderson fouls it off, hangs it 1-2. Top of the Yankees order, Brett Gardner waiting on deck. One, two is strike three, 2 down in the ninth.
Applebaum buzzing Granison with an inside fastball will pick up the strikeout. Too tough to hit, have to take it, strike three.
2 down in the ninth. Gardner 2 for 4. A single in the fifth, a double in the eighth. Has scored a run. Outside corner, strike one. Elmer thought about it, doesn't pull the trigger, and takes ball one, 1-1. Unsafe situation with Papelbon trying to wrap it up and prevent the Yankees from winning the American League East. It's on the corner, strike two, 1-2. Well, the Rays are a strike away from becoming American League Division East Division champions. The 1-2 pitch. Down and in, and it's 2-2. Tampa Bay now in the ninth inning, trailing, but the Yankees lose, it doesn't matter. The Rays would be the American League East champions. The 2-2 pitch to Brett Gardner. Sliced foul over by the Yankees dugout and off the protective netting. The Red Sox win this game. It'd be an even split against New York. 9-9 as this one almost got swishalicious in the dugout.
Who didn't play?
Someplace else. It will pop up, foul ground back and out of play. Jeter waits on deck. Papelbon would like to leave him there with 2 outs in the ninth. On the ground, right side. Patterson can't get it. As he ranges to the outfield grass, it makes its way through. Gardner will reach in his 3rd hit of the day. And Jeter is coming up.
It looked like Patterson had this one lined up as he was kind of drifting toward his left side and just didn't seem to get the glove down.
It is not a hit. It is an error. So the error charge, Gardner does not get his 3rd hit. Second miscue of the day for the Red Sox. And Derek Jeter stands in on the right side. Jeter fouls it off as Gardner takes second base. Now he'll head back to first on the foul out. Sims flat out to left to begin the inning. Granderson struck out. Gardner reaching on the error. 0-1 the count to Derek Jeter. Pitch inside, and Gardner this time takes second. Defensive indifference. Tampa Bay has tied their game against Kansas City 2-2 in the ninth against the Royals. Carlos Pena with a 2-run double has tied that game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Derek Jeter with 2 outs in the ninth. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
That's the Papelbon slider right there, fooling Derek Jeter. Jeter hadn't seen many sliders from Papelbon.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jeter to right field, and it's in for a base hit. Around from second base comes Gardner. The Yankees get their 4th run. Derek Jeter with his 2nd hit of the day.
Well, after the nasty slider, Papelbon goes back to the fastball, and Jeter just bloops one into right field for the base hit. They wanted to go away. The ball stayed inside, and Jeter with the inside-out swing.
2nd straight day that Papelbon has given up an unearned run. Jeter at first base, not held on with 2 outs. Mark Teixeira the batter. Jeter takes off for second and will get there on ball 1. It is defensive indifference. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just outside, 2-1. Papelbon up to 21 pitches in this inning. There's a strike. 2-2. And again, the Yankees are down to their last strike. Again. Chilly day from Fenway Park. And the Red Sox an out away from ending the 2010 season. Papelbon with a 2-2 pitch. Gets away from Cash, doesn't know where it is, and Jeter will head to third.
Now Papelbon tried to put Teixeira away with a split-fingered fastball, and Cash just couldn't find it. Got by him, took him a long time to figure out where it was. I think it was blocked by the umpire. Where is it? There it is.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the ninth. Papelbon's pitch. Teixeira will walk. With check, and he didn't go. First and third with 2 down. Alex Rodriguez coming up. has struck out, singled, struck out, and walked. '25th pitch of the inning for Papelbon. Swing and a miss, strike one, 95 and by him. Four for 13, couple of home runs off Papelbon for A-Rod in his career. It's up high, 1-1. Potential tying run is on deck in Robinson Cano. Swing and a miss. Another fastball by him again, 1-2.
Both fastballs by Rodriguez at 95 by Papelbon.
Derek Jeter at third base. Mark Teixeira at first base. 2 down in the ninth. The 1-2. Framed by Cash, but it's ball 2-2.
Papelbon trying to pick up the outside corner with 2 strikes. Didn't miss by very much.
Ground ball left side. Hall will go to first, and the Red Sox win. Boston able to win their season finale, the 2010 edition of the Red Sox, as their season come to a close on October the 3rd, and maybe some goodbyes as well for the Red Sox as it wraps up today. Well, the Red Sox keep the Yankees from winning the division, but for the Red Sox, you wonder if they had been healthy, Jerry, what this Red Sox team would have done.
You're exactly right, Don. You know, I think they would have been right in there competing with Tampa Bay and New York for a playoff spot had they been able to remain healthy all season long. That was not the case. A lot of good stories, a lot of tough stories this season for the Red Sox. But one thing we know for sure, it'll be an exciting offseason, and we'll be back again next year with more Red Sox baseball.
Thank you, my friend, for everything all season long.
You too. Have a good playoff.